A few weeks ago, I had the privilege and the opportunity to spend some time without my phone. It was left by a reservoir and it got submerged in the water overnight. And so instead of freaking out mentally, I just decided to use it as an exercise, and it turned out to be very, very helpful. I ended up going about 5.5 days without using my phone. In the beginning, I thought that it would be cute to make a list of all the things that I was going to do on my phone within that amount of time and then see how long the list was. Very abruptly, I realized that that was completely impractical. The list would have been a mile long. But what did become very apparent was how I was going to end up forcing myself into action because I did not have the opportunity to waste my time on the phone. The very first thing I did on my lunch break on that Monday was I went for a bike ride. It sounds crazy, but I haven't done that yet. I have not ridden my bike during lunch this entire year. The second thing I did was I went and I actually explored and I went swimming in the creek on this property for the very first time. When I finished the work of my normal day job, I did not waste any time into jumping immediately into my outdoor chores. I use the word chores freely here. It's not really chores, it's doing firewood. It's something that I really love doing. It's outside, it's active. And then when the day was finally over and it was time to make dinner, I decided I didn't want to be inside. I didn't need to mindlessly surf the web or consume other people's opinions on something that doesn't even really matter. I decided to have dinner outside. I made a fire, I cooked a hot dog, I cooked a cob of corn in the fire. Why would cooking over a fire in my front yard be so abnormal when it's something that I love doing? Why would it only be something that I'm doing when I'm camping? In the mornings, I really value time to read, and I was able to just have my adventure journal and just read a paperback book and enjoy my coffee in peace without having to think about getting on eBay or surfing Craigslist or checking in with work early. Now, all of these things might sound relatively normal, at least for me. They might not be for you, which is totally fine. They should be normal for me, but if I'm being honest with myself and I'm being honest with you guys, I have to say that being attached to my phone was stopping me, or I was allowing it to stop me from engaging in some of these activities, or at the very least, it was slowing me down and I wasn't doing as much of it, or I wasn't jumping into it as quickly as I should have. Somehow being attached to this thing has become completely normal. It's the first thing we look at when we wake up. It's the last thing we look at before we go to sleep. And how many times during the day in between. And I just don't think that that is the healthiest lifestyle that we could live. If you're looking for some sort of reset, maybe with mental clarity, maybe with productivity, this could help you. It certainly helped me. Try it, maybe just for a day. I think you'll be surprised.